Today we have the luxury of interviewing one of the greatest talents from the New Jack period and beyond. He was the lead singer for supergroup Basic Black, as well as the critically acclaimed 911. He has done production work with the likes of Keith Sweat, DG, Guy, etc., etc. He is currently a background vocalist on Justin Timberlake's current tour. When I say he has done a lot, I mean this guy's done a lot. When you guys think of New Jack Swing, probably two vocalists will pop into your head. You probably think of Aaron Hall and Big Bub. But if you step away from convention, you will think of a third name. I am of course talking about Darrell Dzo Adams. Welcome to NJS4E, Dzo.
Hey, what's up, man?
Cool, man. What's going on with you?
Sorry, just preparing for this tour that I'm embarking on with Justin Timberlake.
So how did that all come about with Justin?
He's a real nice guy. I met him a while back, and he invited me to go out on tour with him.
Okay. I saw you on a chat show in London performing with Justin. How did you find Europe?
Yeah. Excuse me?
How did you find Europe?
Yeah, well, he's very big over in Europe, and so we were over there touring, and we had to do this TV show. I forgot the name of the guy's show, but it was excellent.
Michael Parkinson, I think.
Yeah, Michael Parkinson. Yeah, that was great.
He's pretty big over here, trust me.
Yeah.
So, you were in the band Basic Black as well as 911. Which is your favorite Basic Black track, and which is your favorite 911 track?
Oh, I don't know, man. Let's see, Basic Black. My favorite track on Basic Black would have to be, well, She's Mine, because it was like the top 5. It was on Billboard for like 10 weeks on the top 5. And probably Whatever It Takes on Basic Black also.
What about 911?
911, I think all of the tracks on 911 was my favorite.
Yeah, it was a great album.
Yeah, it was a great album.
All right, this is a question I don't know if you're going to answer it, but the next question I was going to ask you was, out of Basic Black and 911, which band did you prefer?
Well, I mean, both of them are dear to my life because Basic Black was my start, as far as entering into the music industry. I mean, I had done a lot of stuff before Basic Black, but really a lot of people didn't know me or recognize my voice, because I sang on a lot of like stuff back in 87, like on Pieces of a Dream album, a few other little projects, but Basic Black, I guess, would be real dear to my heart because it was, my intro to the industry.
Who else did you work with? Pieces of a Dream, we remember. Quite a big band.
Pieces of a Dream. I worked with a couple of no-name artists, really.
Okay. So you worked with Gene Griffin on the Basic Black album. What was it like working with him?
It was cool. I mean, it was a new beginning for him after him and Teddy split partnerships with the GR production company. So it was just something totally new, and we all wanted to prove a point. So it was something very exciting.
I think you definitely did that with that album. I mean, there's a lot of people in soul circles that rate Special Kind of Fool as one of the greatest ballads ever. What do you think about that?
So Special Kind of Fool, well, that was like the anthem for us, really. That was really a great song. It was written by a great person, Randy Man. I don't know if you remember Random Man. He was back in the New Jack Swing era.
William McCart.
Huh?
William McCart was his name?
Yes, William McCart, yes.
Yeah.
Better known as Random Man. Yeah.
So, you know, with
just working on the album was very, very great.
Okay, how long did that album take to produce?
We did that album within, I'd say, 3 months.
3 months. Wow. Pretty quick turnaround then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just mentioned Zan. Did you work with? Did you actually do anything on the Zan, ARB, or Mind albums?
Well, I did something on the ARB album. I did some writing and singing on ARB album and production.
Okay. So do you prefer the writing side, the production side, or do you prefer being the artist?
I prefer the writing and production side.
Yeah, because you work with you've worked with Keith Sweat, Guy, a very famous song on the underground circuit here, the DG remix of Hush.
Yeah, yeah.
So have you got anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, I love production, the production side of it, the creative side of it.
Okay. And I think the Basic Black album was in 91, and then you came about with 911 in 94, and you were working with Teddy Riley for that project. How was it like to work with him?
It was cool. I mean, the situation was cool. Things didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but, you know, maybe it wasn't great for that time, you know, but it was cool.
So out of Teddy Riley and Gene Griffin, because Gene Griffin had a point to prove, Teddy was on top of the world, who do you think was more creative in the studio?
Well, at the time, the way things were, Teddy was the brainchild as far as creativity was concerned. Even with Gene being a part, he was the creative musical part of the project, of the crew. And once we went to Gene's company, we were that aspect of it, but he was the brainchild as far as knowing what should be where and how it should sound.
Okay. And with the 911 project, it was like the whole world, after Cutie had come out in 94, everybody was like dying to hear what you guys came out with next. I mean, 911 was potentially such a big band, and nothing ever came out. Do you think the fans will ever get to listen to that album?
I doubt it. I doubt if they would ever listen to it, because, I mean, it's only like a few people that would really have a copy of that album, and it was just a bad situation. So, you know, I'm sorry that the fans couldn't get a chance to hear it, because the album was totally done between myself and Mucho.
Yeah.
Teddy didn't do any production on the album. He just, I think he did one song, which was a remake of the Isley Brothers. But we totally did the whole album.
Which track did Teddy do?
He did a remake of the Isley Brothers, Make Me Say It Again.
Oh, Make Me Say It Again. Yeah. Yeah, because he did that with, I think that, the version that 911 did, I think, he did for, Ramsey I think on TBT Records a few years later. It wasn't as good as the 911 version, but probably, yeah, that was the case with that one. Are you still in touch with Mucho, Rob, and Gemini?
Oh yeah, well, Rob is out here on the road with me with Justin. I talk to Mucho every day. He's still doing production. He has a couple of artists that he's working on.